Okay guys, before we start today's video, I wanted to let you guys know that there's still a 500 Robux giveaway going on in my Discord server. If you're interested in joining that giveaway or the server, link will be in the description, and let's go ahead and get into today's video. Hey guys, Fire here, and today I'm doing a artifact tier list on Anime Guardians. I know that Universal just updated, but I am actually not really even close down with the update. It took me until this morning to even get Bulma. I wasn't having that great of luck, so it's going to be a little bit before I get those videos out, but I'll try to have them out for you guys at some point. I was requested by a few people to make this tier list, so I figured, hey, why not go ahead and do it? It's pretty simple what I'm going to do with it, though. Basically, I have two different ones. One of them is for obtainable artifacts. As far as I'm aware, I think all of these are obtainable. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they are. And one with unobtainable artifacts, which is just these four at the bottom. So I wanted to make one that anyone could follow right now for any artifacts that are currently in the game, but you know, it's pretty simple. These are all the must-have artifacts that if you don't have them, you really should go for them no matter what. This is just certain units would be good with these. Like this would be decent for Ajun. It's not 100% his optimal artifact, but it's good for him. This is good for any bleed units. This is good for Sukuna because of his curse damage, and this is good for specifically Satella for the double hit account. It's pretty simple. The rest are pretty self-explanatory. Like these are just good overall. Like not bad artifacts, but not gonna have many uses ever. Like most of these had uses at one point, but have been pushed out of the meta by these other artifacts. These here are mid or just not great. Like have no real use. Like this was good for Kafka, but Kafka isn't really in the meta anymore. This is somewhat decent for Infinite, but there's already better options for Infinite. This used to be the best for farms, but now that these two artifacts exist, this is completely irrelevant. And this is just pretty much worthless. It gives you an Exodia, like gives your unit an Exodia trait, but like if you already have these artifacts, you're not going to need that Exodia trait. It's going to be pretty much pointless. And all these are just completely worthless, no reason to get them. I have Ancient on this one just as fodder for my like Halloween pumpkins, but other than that, I don't use them like ever. So we'll go ahead and go over what these first few tiers do. I'm not going to bother with the mid. I can go ahead and tell you that this just gives you poison damage. This just it slightly scales your damage every time you attack. This just gives more money. I think is it more money or is it more cost? Let me go ahead and check real quick. Okay, it's upgrade cost reduction. My bad. And this just gives your unit an Exodia trait. It's pretty worthless. But this one is probably one of the best artifacts in the game. I have it as the best there. It doesn't matter. Basically, all of these in the top tier are pretty exchangeable. It doesn't matter. But the Plague Bloom Scepter, you get this from the ReZero world line, which is the 4th world line. Let me go check what it's called, so if you don't already have it, you can just know it's the Forbidden Forest one. You farm the cursed coins, open the event shop, buy the pieces, and then go talk to the artifact crafter in the upgrades area. I think it's Senku. Let me check. Yeah, it is. Okay, but yeah, that's all it is. The artifact itself gives you 15,000 on dollars on place. Pair that with the Abyssal Frost Aegis, or Aegis, I don't really know how it's said, but pair that with the Abyssal Frost Aegis, and that gives your unit full upgrade for whoever has on. So I have the Plague Bloom Scepter on Wagri, so I can place Wagri for money, and then place the second one immediately, then place Subaru Lusts, and they'll instantly be maxed out along with my Wagris. And then Cursed Book is it's one of the best artifacts in the game. It increases your damage by 2 times, but also halves the active skill cooldown, like any abilities, and also reduces that damage by double. But that doesn't matter because if you have the Divine Wrath trait on that book, it gets your ability cooldown so absurdly low that it does not matter. It's genuinely insane. It goes good for any ability unit ever, like Kurami, Freerin, anyone like that. Emerald Whisper is just ability damage increase, I think, and slight cooldown. Yeah. Okay, so 20% SPA reduction, I think. No, okay, it's just... Okay, my bad. It is just 20% damage and SPA reduction whenever you place it. It's nothing to do with the ability. That's my bad. The antique earring, though, I'm pretty sure is the one that... Yeah, okay, that's the one that boosts the ability damage. It just basically doubles your ability damage. Nothing else. If you have Enma on it, it's good. It should increase the nuke damage even more. And the Greenbone Greatsword is just an overall great artifact. It makes you do 150% extra damage to bosses and makes your abilities have a 25% cooldown reduction. Really good artifact, very worth getting. I believe this is from the Chainsaw Man event. I think this is from the Mushroom Shop. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. The Emerald Whisper is, I'm pretty sure, from, I think, the Gates. I'm not 100% sure on that either. It's been a long time since I farmed these relics. I'm in here right now. Okay. I actually don't... Okay, there's actually an artifact I apparently don't have. That's crazy. Yeah, the Emerald Whisper is actually from the Mushroom Shop, and the Antique Earring is from the Gates. That's right. My bad. Curse Book, Chainsaw Man Part 1. This is also from the ReZero World line. Golden Greatsword. This is a very niche artifact. You're not going to need it that often. Yeah, again, I only had it on Hajun. It makes your unit do 50% increased damage to boss enemies and has a 20% chance to inflict dark damage, dealing 2.5 times damage. It's overall a pretty good artifact. It's pretty niche. You get it from one of the world lines. I believe it is the first one. No, it's the fourth one. My bad. The ReZero one's the 5th world line. Dang, I've been saying it's the 4th one. I didn't even realize there was 5 world lines. I don't use this mode much. But yeah, you get that from the 4th world line, along with a couple other artifacts that I don't have. There's 3 more I don't have in there, but I haven't bothered with them. The Crimson Dread Scythe, I think, is still obtainable. I think it's from the Mushroom Shop. Let me check. Yeah, it is. This is a good artifact for any unit that does bleed. So I have it. That's why I have it in this tier where it's only good for certain units. It increases bleed damage by 100%. It's pretty niche. Nightmare Hook, very good for any unit that does cursed. It basically makes your curse attacks do 150% more damage. And Arcanium Sage Wand from ReZero World line again. This basically doubles your hit count. Only good for Satella, not really a general use case. Toxic Harvest Scythe, I think, is from the Chainsaw Man event. It basically increases your damage every attack by 5% up to 45% and does poison every 3 hits, dealing 10% of their damage per tick. Pretty niche, but still good. Emerald Necklace is very similar. It's just instead of up to 45%, it increases by 2% up to 50%. Same thing, it's just damage. Celestial Tear Pendant. This used to be really good, but it is literally just an ability cooldown by 20%. Dual Blade, very niche, used to be good on a few units. It is just a critical chance increase by 20%. Soulforge Warden, also a pretty niche one. From ReZero World line again, it just makes makes your unit full AoE. And then these are pretty self-explanatory, everyone knows these. That's about it for this general first tier list of obtainable units. Now for the obtainable units, obtainable artifacts. Now for unobtainable ones, I have the Abyssbone Scythe in certain units, the Crimson Hellblade in certain units, the Netherbone Flail in certain units, and the Helma's Shield in only good. Now the Abyssbone Scythe, very good for Gilgamesh, but that's about it. It makes the unit do 2 times damage to any enemy afflicted by a status condition. Crimson Hellblade is basically just a better version of the Crimson Dread Scythe, in my opinion. It makes you do 111% damage to bosses and increases your bleed damage by 50%. And then the Netherbone Flail... No, it's actually Netherbane Flail, my bad. It increases burn damage by 150% and only applies that to enemies who are already burning. It's good for any burn unit. It's pretty niche, though. Not really needed in most cases. I had it on Shinra for a bit. And then the Helma's Shield, not very good. It's very niche. It increases the units by 300%. Units HP by 300% and grants 65% damage boost whenever you place them. That's about it. It's a pretty simple artifact. I wanted to get this video out to help some more people because I figured some people could find this helpful, especially if a few people have already requested for it. But regardless, that's going to be all for today's video. If you guys did find it helpful, please consider liking and subscribing, as it would help me out a lot. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.